Hello, it's Tay's World. How do you start? Where do you start? What are you aiming for? Those are the three things that we will be addressing here today. Thank you for joining Tay. So, let's get into it. How am I going to start this 100-day weight loss journey? Or how do you start anything? Well, for me, or for others, some of the things that you can do to get started, literally select a date. How I came up with this 100-day, I didn't even do it myself. I was just kind of searching one day. I was in bed and I had a procedure done on my knee, and I had nothing but time on my hands. And there was an unctioning, right, from the Lord, I feel, for me to do something, and it has been for a while. And it was hard for me to answer that question of how do I start, right? And it came to me, you just start. Select a day, select a time, be consistent. So if you select that date, say you can say, I want to start this in the next 5 days. Well, whatever day that falls on, circle it, keep it in mind, highlight it, put it in your calendar on your phone, and you simply start. Okay? And starting means you are doing something towards whatever you're focusing on, right? So I selected the first day of the last 100 days of the year. And it just so happened to be coming within the next week when I was going through this whole thinking and process, or brainstorming process. And it came upon on September 23rd. And that was the time that's when you start. And that day was the day that I had to go through the mindset. That was yesterday, dealing with the mindset. Also confronting the vision board and bringing that to my remembrance of how that aligns with the goal that I'm reaching for right now. So basically, it's coming upon a date and you're saying, you know what, and putting your foot down and say, I'm going to start here. And starting could be your research for a business. It could be your starting could be whether you do an interview or you're asking someone information, whatever the case it is in starting. That starting means doing something, your beginning process of doing something towards your goals, okay? That's your start point. But remember, select a date and be consistent and start on that specific date. Don't waver. Don't allow circumstances. Yesterday, I was so upset. I had created a video. I thought it was a wonderful video. I thought it was good. But it was just erased from my phone. I don't know how. It was so frustrating, and it really made me not want to post a video because I did the video. I thought it was great, and and one of the things that just kept getting onto me was I said I would start, so I have to start. I'm fighting through some things. I'm fighting to try to get this posted, and we all know how that is. When you're trying to start something good, you're trying to do something great for yourself, what happens? Something tries to come up and, rob that moment or steal that moment or mess up that moment or even persuade you that it's not meant. Because at that moment, there were so many things that ran through my mind of, well, then it's just not meant for me to do this. You know what? I'll just give up. I won't even worry about it anymore. Like I will just let it be and let it just let that be what it is. But the Lord reminded me, nope, you don't give up. You don't stop. It's hard to start sometimes. There are things that will come up sometimes that will make you want to quit and not even begin, but you must push through it and you must continue. All right, and I'm back. So that's how you would start, or how there's just various ways in which you can start your journey. Okay, I will be starting mine by I selected the date again, went over that. I also am being vigilant on writing down literally a piece of paper. See this piece of paper, see? Right? With a pen for the net. And I challenge myself and you, whatever goal you're working towards, let's be old school with it, okay? Let's get a book, a notebook, a pen. Every day I'm going to write down what I eat, what I drink, and make sure that I get 30 minutes of exercise. Whatever that exercise will be, I will write it down. Whatever I eat per meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also snacks. Also, just like I said, just being consistent with it. And also making sure to, I'm sorry, this thing is blinking. Making sure to stick with this. And again, this will be for the next 20 days. I'm going to stick with it and I'm going to write everything down. So that's how I am starting. Okay. And you can start similar or find something that really sticks with you or makes you be more accountable. Writing for me makes me be more accountable. If I write something down, to me, it sticks in my brain better. And I am more apt to say, oh, I need to get this done. I have to get this done before, whether that day, the next day, or the next day comes, or the next activity or the next goal come. I have to write it down or I have to complete it because I did write it down. Okay. So the second one is, where do you start? Okay. For me, in this, I'm starting with making, I've started where I've already done research. I've already asked questions with doctors and said, hey, what would be the best calorie intake for me to lose this amount of weight, or for me to lose weight in general? And the consensus for myself, or what has been the information that I have found or gathered, has been calorie intake between the amounts of 1,600 and 1,800. And that is actually about, and I was given the information that I should start with first a 2,000 calorie intake, right? For myself, that's because of my body, how much I weigh, and also what they're looking for as far as what I will be doing as far as physically. So I was given the information of a 2,000 calorie intake. And then I was given also the option of, if I went down, basically I kind of went down of, okay, but if you did 1,900, or if you went 1,800, if you went this and this and this is how much weight you would lose in a certain time frame. So because I'm looking to lose, which is my next thing, is writing down your goal. I knew that I wanted to lose about 60 pounds within the next 100 days. So the calorie intake for that is between 1,600 and 1,800. Okay. So that's what I know that's the part of my plan. Okay. But it's important for you to sit down, to do some research. Okay. Because I had to do some research for myself, and to see what is the best starting place for you. If you're trying to lose weight, you put in, there are apps out there online. I love one from Mayo Clinic. They had an app that said, hey, you want to lose weight? This is what the calorie intake you can do. Take it, and you answer various questions, and they will give you and provide you with different information for you. But if you're doing a business and you're like, where do I start? Make a plan. Day one. If you want to start a business, day one. What is the name of your business? What type of business do you want to do? If you already know the name, register your business. Get an EIN. There are different things that you're going to want to write that plan down. And that's important. Get you a piece of paper and a pen, write it down, and start making the moves necessary to complete the plan and accomplish what you're setting to accomplish. Okay? So, My next one, the next question I asked was, what are you aiming for? For myself, again, as I stated earlier, I am aiming to lose 60 pounds overall within the next 100 days, right? But that's my overall goal. It's important to also state what am I aiming for in that first week. And the first week, my aim is 5 to 10 pounds. And I broke it down the second week. The second week is 2 to 5. Third week, 2 to 5. My fourth week, I want to at least lose 3 pounds. So see, it is something that you want to make sure you are, and I have a clear understanding of what you want to accomplish. What are you aiming for? Also, whether, again, if it's in business or if it's in a career, what do you want to accomplish in your first week of starting your business or creating a business? Or if you have a goal in mind as far as a career, what do you want to accomplish in that first week? In that first week, do you want to make sure you have your resume? Do you want to make sure you have your portfolio? Do you want to make sure you have your skill set, or you want to be enrolled in a class? Whatever you want to do, make sure that you have, and they always say this, you set out a large goal and you have a short goal. You have short goals that are going to get you to that larger goal, are going to help you get to that ultimate goal that you have. Okay, so the same thing I'm doing here in this 100-day weight loss challenge. I have a long-term goal and I have a short-term goal. Same thing. Okay. And with that, I say thank you guys for taking your time out to watch the video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But also remember, be consistent, be courageous, and be disciplined. My name is Fonte, and it's Tay's World.